Hey guys, what's going on? This is Drew and welcome to Shadowverse. We're actually not doing a video. This is just an update. November 1st they came out with some announcements, but I was away. I wasn't home, so unfortunately it took me this long to come back and say something about it. So yeah, better late than never. Yeah. Let's go into it. Formats. This is what I'm most excited about, honestly. So they have rotation, which is the new format for constructive play, which will be added on December 28th. Basically, players will only be able to build decks using cards from the latest 5 card sets. So that means standard won't be used anymore. And with every new card set release, a card will be rotated out. And the current format, which allows players to use cards from all card sets, will be called Unlimited. And apparently in Unlimited they may limit or ban certain cards in order to balance gameplay in the format, which I think is interesting. So yeah. As I'm not sure if people may know, I used to play Magic the Gathering a decent amount in college, so I am very aware of the formats. Me and my friends, we always played. At first, when we started playing, we used quote unquote the standard format, which I believe is like the latest 3 card sets, as opposed to, this is like the latest 5. I'm like, that's a lot of fucking space for me, if someone who comes from Magic, and like the latest was like what the latest 2 or 3 sets. So that's very interesting, but it will limit some cards that people I can't think of standard cards that people use a lot off the top of my head. I don't know the sets like that, but yeah, no, it's very interesting. I'm probably gonna be sticking to Unlimited. No, I think I'll dabble in both. Like, this is really cool because it allows for a lot more like deck creations. Like, everything's like a little less wombo combo-ish. Like, it allows the deck to be a little bit more balanced. And yeah, rotation. The rotation format is gonna be added to ranked matches. So I guess I'm gonna be A2 in both. So I'm kind of excited for that. I want to see what new decks I can come up with now that, you know, some of the cards I won't be able to use. So, you know, it's a lot more more decks will now be created. So I'm here for that. I'm really excited for that because, you know, anything that sounds like Magic to me is already good. Let's see, in-game tournaments. Next year they'll have in-game tournaments. They seem to be very casual, especially if you can just play it on the app. I think they just want, you know, to have the whole tournament format, but they want to do it where it's like not like tournaments. Like, they just want it to be a format where you can play it, and you know, I don't know, it depends. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I may do it depending on what the exclusive rewards are. But yeah, it seems pretty cool. And last but not least, we are getting a new class, Portalcraft, which will also be released essentially next year. Portalcraft cards will introduce enhanced life forms and otherworldly beings such as artifact and puppets. One key distinction of Portalcraft is a resonance mechanic. I guess that's what this deck revolves around. Cards that resonate can activate special abilities and effects when there are even number of cards in your deck. That is very interesting. Deck manipulation. So, you know, and I am here for it. You know, I really do like weird decks, weird zany decks, you know. Especially because in like Shadowcraft, I feel like it's so easy to establish like a meta, like the top tier decks, because they're just so like, they're not really creative. They're just very like, oh, a bunch of really strong cards added together with a wee bit of synergy, and then they crush everything. But that's not the case with this. It seems like it's gonna be a lot more complicated. Let's see. Some Portalcraft cards can produce art. So sorry guys, I was a little sick also as well. I was sick the last 2 or 3 days. So yeah, sorry about that. Some Portalcraft cards can produce artifact cards. Artifacts are powerful, but they cannot be created or included in your deck list. So more of that mechanic that I kind of love about Shadowverse, because it's an app game. There are cards that give you cards, which is something that Magic does not have, obviously, because Magic is like a IRL card game. So you know, that's really interesting. That's one of the mechanics I love, that you can like, I don't know, you can reduce the cost of a card in your hand, or you can pump it up in your hand, or you can give your cards extra abilities in your hand. That's one thing that I think about this game that's super cool. And now they're like harping on that, and they're using that now not only with just your hands, but now you can play cards to manipulate your deck size. Artifacts are powerful, but they cannot be created or included in your deck list. Essentially, these uncollectible cards are tokens. So very much like, you know, the snakes. When you're playing Portalcraft, you can utilize artifacts by adding or removing them from either your hand or deck. Oh, so you can add them or remove them. I think you can just add them. I didn't know you can remove them as well. There will be plenty of Portalcraft cards that can change the number of cards in your deck, so you can manipulate when resonate abilities and effects can be used. Very interesting. You can further broadcast for specifics about this new mechanic, as well as some new cards. Blah 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 blah. So yeah. Excuse me. And I think the rest of it was upcoming tournaments, which I have no intention of playing, obviously, because I'm not that good. Oh, and for people who do play, be sure to log in, because 14 million download promotion, get packs, yada yada, be happy. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited about the new formats coming into play. Like, that's gonna be really awesome. I'll see how I feel about Portalcraft when it comes. I mean, honestly, I didn't think we needed another class. I thought 7 was enough, but fuck it. They decided to include one more. Oh yeah, and then of course the in-game tournament. I cannot speak. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you very much for taking your time out to listen. If you did, and if you enjoyed it, by all means, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Actually, our next Shadowverse video should be a very, you know, it'll be a little bit spicier than normal. And I guess the only way you'll know is if you find out and watch it. But until then, all my lovely people, this has been Doo, and I am out of here. Bye!